Hi and welcome. In this video, you'll join us as we paddle our SUP boards on some of Sweden's most beautiful waters. First, we're heading to Stendörren Nature Reserve, a place where land and sea are tied together by wooden bridges and granite cliffs. From there, we follow the gentle flow of Söderköping's river before heading further out to the Sankt Archipelago, a maze of islands that stretches all the way to the open sea. 3 stops, 3 different experiences, and plenty of swims in the summer sun.
Hit the road again, let the wheels spin more and more and more and more and more. Hit the road again, let the new adventure begin.
Our journey begins at Stendörren Nature Reserve, south of Stockholm, near the coastal town of Trosa. Here you are greeted by a unique archipelago where suspension footbridges connect small islands all the way out toward the open sea. Thanks to these bridges, it's also easy to explore the area on foot, even if you don't have a stand-up paddleboard. This area is home to rich and sensitive bird life, which means flying drones is not allowed anywhere in the reserve, so there won't be any drone shots from here. In the middle of the Swedish summer, there are quite a few visitors around, but with our SUP boards, it wasn't hard to find our own little rocky spot to take a dip. Before this trip, we decided to buy another SUP board. Until now, we had a wide and stable yoga board, super steady and easy to paddle. But I called my friend Kayak Jonas to ask what kind I should get this time. And he said, then you need something a bit faster. So I ended up with this much narrower board. At first, it felt really wobbly, especially when Julian was riding with me. But after a while, you get a hang of it and it works just great. And now, it's time for a quick lesson in proper SUP paddling from the expert himself, Jonas Rasmusson.
En fot emellan. Paddeln lika lång som dig själv. Nederarmen rak. En triangel här som man tittar igenom, paddeln rakt ner.
Visst. Och vad sa du frekvensen var ju...
Frekvens 50 i minuten.
Det är snabbt alltså.
Och sen 10 på varje. Sen byter man så här genom att vrida.
10 på varje.
Så 1, 2, 3.
Böjer ner och så där gör ju inte vi eller?
Nej.
Men det ska vi göra.
Precis. När ni paddlar så tänker man att man ska snabbt fram.
Just.
Så att liksom fram istället för att tänka dra eller tryck, utan man tänker fram.
Där, ja.
Fram.
Ja.
Så man skapar energin framåt för att sen då falla ner på den och använder sin vikt då liksom till att trycka fram. Så det här är precis som längdåkning.
Tänk dessa fantastiska män som vet hur man angör en brygga. That was Stendörren. Before heading out the next day, we found a nice spot for the night with sea view, perfect for dinner and a good night's rest. We continue our journey towards Söderköping, where we plan to paddle about 6 kilometers along the Göta Canal down to Lake Mem. But once we arrive in the charming town of Söderköping, we notice another smaller and more natural river, Stendörren, or Söderköpingsån as most people call it, running parallel to the canal.
California in Sweden, in Söderköping. Have you ordered hamburgers?
Yes.
We got hamburgers and gyros. Disturbing the peace in Söderköping. Har du någon matro?
Hålla på att mata fåglarna lite.
After lunch, shared with a few birds, we set off. The water might not be the clearest we paddle on, but the river itself is beautiful, lush and green, with apple trees hanging over the water here and there. It's calm and peaceful. You don't hear a single car along the entire stretch. It's a bit shaky.
But we'll get used to it. You guys doing an excellent job.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
Now we have arrived to the lake Men.
Det var kul med båtarna som kommer så här, det är jättestora vågor.
Since I love running, I'm happy to take on the task of jogging back to Söderköping to pick up the car. A beautiful stretch along the Outer Canal before it's time to continue towards the Sankt Archipelago. On the way there, at just the right distance for an overnight stop, we heard about the medieval castle Stegeborg with lovely camper pitches right beside the fortress. After a short ride on the car ferry we arrive. If you're early, you can book one of the spots right next to the castle. We, as usual, not quite that early, still managed to find a great place on the opposite side. Also a beautiful area, just above the guest harbor. After some dinner and a short evening walk by the water, it's time to rest and let the day's impressions sink in. Tomorrow, we explore the castle ruin before continuing our journey out into the far reaches of the Sankt Archipelago. This place has held great importance since the Viking Age, when thousands of wooden stakes blocked the inlet to Söderköping. The castle itself was built in the 13th century, and for several centuries it was one of Sweden's most significant strongholds. Here, kings, uprisings and power struggles came and went until the castle eventually fell into obscurity and was left to its fate.
Now we're gonna check out the castle. Come on up.
Today, the ruins remain as an atmospheric reminder of Sweden's age of greatness, overlooking the water with echoes of history in its walls.
Who lives there?
Shrek. This is 1,100 years ago.
This old guy was also here.
But now it's time to jump ahead and leave Stegeborg behind as we head towards our next paddle adventure. From Stegeborg, we continue further out into the Sankt Archipelago, all the way to where the road ends at Tyreslöt campsite.
Look what we got. And some smoked salmon and some romsås.
Here, hundreds of islands and skerries await, a true paddling paradise for both kayak and SUP. We decide to start the first day paddling in the Inner Archipelago, in the calmer waters between the islands. And on the second day, we plan to head further out, still in fairly sheltered waters. We don't usually paddle very far. For us, the most important thing is simply to get out there and enjoy the beautiful nature. And now with this lovely weather, there'll be plenty of refreshing swims.
I saw a snake there.
Vad fin.
Är det en huggorm?
Nej, det är nog snok.
Där är den jäveln, ja.
Ja, låt den vara. Nej, inte en huggorm. Ja, det är en snok. Det är inte någon huggorm.
Är du säker?
Ja.
Är det något vitt på huvudet?
Ja. Han har ju det.
Den där var ju vidrig den alltså.
Bra Julian.
Totalt vidrig.
Ja, snabb.
Nu drar vi, säger jag.
But first, Julian and I had to take a quick swim, then our non-snake charmer Jenny takes the lead back to the mainland. Once we're back on the mainland, Jenny finally gets to relax, a glass of wine in hand and dinner on the table. Julian just has to take one last dip before it's time to enjoy the sunset painting the sky. A peaceful end to a long and wonderful day.
Hola amigo.
For breakfast, Jill and I head out on a beautiful trail winding through the quiet countryside for an early morning run. I got a mountain marathon coming up, so I try to fit in some training whenever I can.
What kind of fields are these? Is it grapes? Swedish wine grapes.
After breakfast for everyone, we head out on the other side, further into the Outer Archipelago. The water is still calm, with just a few gentle waves here and there. There's so many beautiful places to stop along the way. Our biggest problem is simply choosing which rocky spot to swim from. The Sankt Archipelago is one of the places in Sweden where sea eagle thrive the most. Thanks to its many small islands, fish-rich waters and peaceful nature. On our way back, we spot one gliding above the islands. A truly majestic sight.
Satans löp.
Once everything is packed, it's time to head home. On the way, we make a little stop, a small adventure for Julian.
For his first time in life, Julian is entering KFC.
After some heavy rain on the way home, the sky is clear as we reach our hometown Hudiksvall, and on our street, which is actually called Solsia, meaning the sunny street, the sun is shining of course. And that's it for this journey. 3 stops, 3 adventures, and countless memories from a summer on the water. From the calm cliffs of Stendörren to the green stillness of Söderköping's river and out among the islands of Sankt, each place with its own charm and rhythm. In these moments, the quiet paddles, the laughter, the swims, and the small surprises along the way that make every trip special. Thanks for joining us on this SUP adventure across Sweden. If you like this video, please hit that like button and maybe consider subscribing for more adventures like this. Until next time, take care of each other and our nature, drive and paddle safe, and don't forget your life jackets. See you in the next one. Hej då!